Hello and welcome back to another Critical Rocket in Star Citizen. Yes, today there's another new freebie ship to have a go of that I decided to get some footage of, and this time it is the Cutlass Black. Yes, Cutlasses seem to be ranked on colour, going with black being the basic, blue being the most expensive, and red being somewhere in the middle, I believe. And each one, as usual with Star Citizen, fits a different function. Now the black, as I said, is the bog standard variant. It's a two pilot vessel, although one person can fly it. Thus it's helpful to have the co-pilot. I think you can have roughly probably a crew of 3 or 4 in this ship. The blue is like a police vessel. The black, I think, is a bit more of an all-rounder. And the red is purely support. I believe it is just a ambulance vessel, essentially. And this, by the way, this is the first time I have ever looked at this shipping game. So if you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing, it's me trying to figure out how the hell you get inside it, if you can at all. I'm not sure if you can, actually. I imagine it's something to do with this back bit here. I'm not seeing a way to get in. Okay, so after like walking around like this like a fucking idiot for a while, basically the button to enter this thing is here. It's this little blue thing. Apparently that's how we get it open. Wow. I gotta say it's kind of a fail on RSI's part here to have done that. Apparently there's like a ladder that can pop out here, or maybe by one of the wings. Basically anywhere that there's now these little blue buttons apparently has a function that can have stuff drop down. I know they're going for immersion, but shit, if you need to pop out to get to the forums to find out how the hell you get in and out of these ships, it's kind of an issue. Okay, so here we are inside now. There's this. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, so the red button will close it. Right. Okie dokie. So this is the first time I've been inside. So we've got our space toilet, and it's like a bed. Yeah, it's definitely not a ship that's built for comfort. This looks like possibly escape hatch, or yeah, it looks like it's got exploding bolts by the looks of those warning stickers on the side. It's obviously for docking. What do we got here? Oh, we have 2 buttons. What's this one do? What's that? Maybe that's for the gun. Oh, someone tap. Oh, right. Oh, shit. Oh, I've activated the taxi seat. Alright. Yeah. Oh, you've been on long. Yeah, anyway. And we have 2 red buttons here now. Do each of these buttons have a different effect? No game. No, that's the seat. That's fucking awesome and everything, right? But woefully inaccurate button. Do not. Okay. Right. Right. I knew there had to be 2 buttons there for a reason. Right. So this obviously takes us to the Top Gun, and not the Tom Cruise movie. Right. So this is, if I press the button that... okay, there's no outside view. Oh, there it is, sorry. There we go. Right, so this is where I currently am. This is the top of the Cutlass. Zoom out a bit, because it's quite a big ship, regardless. Let's see the little shark teeth on the side. That's quite cool. You wouldn't see that from, like, you know, down there where you are as a pilot, but from the top. Yeah, it's a nice little touch, that. Okay, so you're quite far back as the gunner, but you know, you can see the 2 other pilot seats. It's a nice profile on the ship. It looks really pretty. Yeah, good field of view for the cockpit again. These 2 pretty large engines for obviously manoeuvring. Obviously, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen all like the crazy maneuvers that they pull while they're flying there against that comedy van duel. It's obviously a well-armed ship. You can see here we've got like a 1 main gun, 2 supporting lasers, and a fair number of missiles. So, I mean, if each one of those is an individual, possibly 20 missiles at a glance, plus obviously this cannon, which another player would be using. So, I mean, as far as I know, the blue is actually more heavily armed as well, as far as fighter goes. I guess, I don't know, I guess it's counted as some kind of heavy fighter. Oh, another button. Oh, what does it do? Is it just for the door? Oh yeah, it's just for the door. I didn't know if it was going to like activate a hatch and we're going to fall to our deaths. Okay, what's the red one do? Oh, shit. Oh, what's this? Oh my god. Appears to be... Cool. Can I... Because he doesn't seem to climb out, but I guess that's a way onto the wing. There must be a reason for that, but okay. I mean, it's really nice animations. It looks cool. I'm not quite sure what it's for though. Yeah, clipping gets a little bit strange when you get near these seats. Right, so you get in the pilot seat. It's probably going to pop up the arena commander thing there. Ah, that's really nice. Whoa! Full screen arena commander. Wow. Can I... Yeah, there we go. Right, so I assume the other seat will move over as well when you have someone in there, but it's quite an imposing view from the front, isn't it? It's a cool looking ship. I mean, price-wise, this is... Ooh, it's expensive. I know that. You're looking at probably over $100 at least, and then some, probably, knowing the prices on their website. This is apparently a vessel that's associated with piracy, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this being used in the escort role, bounty hunting, interdiction, that kind of thing. I could see player alliances using this for things like patrol and trying to catch player pirates themselves. But yeah, it's more closely associated with the whole piracy thing. Ooh, scary pilot. So, you know what? If I'm gonna have to like sort of do this in odd. Okay. Do this in an odd way, but let's take it for a spin. Because I don't own this, so I mean I may as well see what it's like. So drone sim, and we'll pick the Drake Cutlass. Yeah, let's just do free flight. Right. Well, like anything, it takes a while to load with this. It's still pre-alpha or alpha at the moment. I know that at the time of recording this, it's close to version 1.1 being released. I have no idea what 1.1 promises. I assume it's a big deal. And always when you get up to a point of a build, it usually means you've sort of reached some kind of internal development goal. So possibly the introduction of the Cutlass and having multiple crew inside the fighter, so being able to have like 2 or 3 people in the one ship, maybe, who knows. It's unlikely. I don't know. I might be bigging it up a bit more. It might just be like the game fucking works. Why go a lot better? No idea. Yeah, I've got a clue. So yeah, in universe, Arena Commander is sort of like the in-universe game console type idea. It's like it's by Original Systems instead of Origin Systems. They're all little throwbacks to Chris Roberts' former games, for people who have been a long time fan of his career and the titles he's produced. And yeah, so the idea here is that you're not actually flying your ship, you're going into a simulator and you're like having a go with the ship and stuff like that. Apparently there's going to be some kind of booth that you go into at a later date, so instead of going into the ships and doing this, you actually climb into the booth and you pick the ship. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's different. Right, okay, so if we go to the outside view. Oh, that's at speed. Wow. I really like the fact that the engines. Wow, look at them turn. Woo! That's really cool. As they adjust, I have no idea why the graphics haven't loaded them properly yet. There we go. Okay. Obviously, it's not a shootout. There's plenty of asteroids to crash into, but. Alright, okay, so left mouse button fires the more rapid. Oh, nice. Gimbals. Oh, nice. So you got the turret firing as well. Wow, everything graphically is loading in really slowly. The asteroids don't normally look this flat and terrible. Oh. I really quite like the heads-up display. It's nice to see, like, sort of the hard points on your ship. That's nice. It's really, it feels smooth. It still doesn't feel like 100% precise though. Like there's, at least with mouse controllers, feels like there's a certain amount of drag. That you're actually pulling the ship in the direction rather than the ship responding to your input. I mean, mouse controls are better than they were originally, but I wouldn't say they're, you know, that they've reached the sort of pinnacle. I thought some of this scenery was destructible, but apparently it is not. Ooh. I'm using the boost again, that's what I was just sort of rocking effect. Obviously you don't hear a lot of the sound while you're inside the cockpit. You can hear the massive laser there thrumming away. I can't remember, since there's something to lock onto, I can't remember, I think you press middle mouse to lock missiles and then you have to hold the button down before he launches. I could see this being quite a powerful ship though, the amount of weapons it's got. I mean, yeah, it's bigger than most of the fighters, granted, so it can carry a lot more weaponry, but holy shit, I mean this thing is, yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite good for Arena Commander. I imagine there's been a lot of people in the actual competitive matches running this, and probably scoring quite a few kills. So it's nice to feel the drag, you know, as your ship still has that momentum when you're flying down. I mean, all the asteroid textures have loaded in now, so they don't look quite as stupid as they did before. I mean, that's quite a significant, like, front-on firing there. And you can see the heat build up now. They look like they've made quite a few changes compared to the last time I played. Because the last time I played, it was pretty bad. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I think space might decouple or something. There's a lot of advanced controls. I mean, you can fly this like a fucking Battlestar Galactica fighter if you want. You know, just zipping around and spinning and, you know, floating upside down and rotating and stuff like that. You know, you can do a lot of that stuff if you haven't actually had a go at this yourself yet. I mean, it's $5 to get the Arena Commander module, as they call it, and that allows you to take any ships that you own into the game. I do like this trial idea that they're doing with ships. It's quite cool. So that's different. Actually, I guess let's do a bit more of like just sort of zipping around, since most of it was just in cockpit. Does it sound on fire? Oh, that's quite nice. I like the engines. They kind of remind me of Y-wings. Woo! Hey. I mean, the movement and the animation and stuff is so much better. You know, it's starting to shape up. Like, you could see how these ships will be flying around now in the main game with the persistent universe. And no, it's all right. I'm not going to impact anything. Woo. I mean, it's a pity it fucks up my sound, but it adds all that scratchiness. I don't know what that is. I don't know whether that's on my end or whether that's on the game's end. Look at that, that is so cool. I love the way the engines work. But yeah, anyway, I'll take it back to the hangar. So, this is a rarity. You've actually, not only have you seen the ship in the hangar, you've actually seen it fly. I do intend to get around to making more videos of actual like flight and combat. Obviously a combat video would be a bit longer, especially it'd be against like the Vandal Swarm, the AI mode. And a video like that could be quite long, so I don't know. If I did it, it would maybe only be like a couple of rounds of just like shooting ships, because as I said, it's not the most precise system in the world. It's not the easiest one to play with a mouse. Joystick is the way to go. From what I've heard from many owners of Star Citizen, they do recommend using like a HOTAS setup, and that gives you that kind of precision that you need when you're flying around. It's not unplayable with the mouse. I mean, you can be very accurate, at least against the AI. Players, totally different story. I imagine you're going to come across some players who are just so slippery because they're using the controls with the joystick, or players who are like pig shit dumb and are going to be easy targets. I don't know. But you know, again, it's a bit of a crapshoot like any online game. Combat mode. Obviously, that won't be the main feature of Star Citizen anyway. I mean, we aren't going to be playing Star Citizen purely for combat. There's going to be a lot of people out there who are going to be playing it for game types such as that's a real issue loading in textures. There's people who are going to be playing it for things as like being a trader, being an explorer, trying to make their way in the galaxy that way rather than flying around blowing people up. Just gonna leave that strange Degeneration X screen there. Whoop, shit. So appeared outside of the. Maybe it always looked like that. Nah, they're all fucked as well. Yeah, it obviously has an issue loading in textures. For some reason at the moment. I don't know why. I mean, even the button isn't blue anymore, for God's sake. Alright, let's see if I can. We'll just exit the ship this way. Way! Let's get out from under that. Anyway, the side engine has remained in the last position it was when I exited. So yeah, pretty cool. I like it. I do like the Cutlass Black. Again, it's going to be a tiny bit expensive. Yeah, I think there's a ladder that pops out there and you can climb up onto that wing, and that's another way into the ship. But I'll be damned if I know where the hell the button is for that. There's probably a little coloured button somewhere, maybe. Probably is. I probably looked at it like 5 times, and someone who owns one will be going, "No, it's right there, you idiot." Anyway, so yes, that was the Cutlass Black. Nice ship, pricey, good weaponry, good to see it in game. Actually flying around. So once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Been Critical Rocket. You have a good week, everyone. Signing out.